Welcome to the Ghosties podcast. I'm Christina, a psychic medium.
And I'm Missy, a medium in training.
We are besties who look for ghosties. Join us as we go on our paranormal investigations, ghost hunting trips, and crossing over earthbound spirits along the way. This
is Ghosties. Real quick, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's actually the easiest way to make a podcast, and let me explain. First off, it's free, and if it's free, it's for me.
That's right. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone, your computer, or your smart device.
And it's so much easier than all this crazy equipment we thought we needed to use to record our podcast.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Which one day, maybe when we can have an intern, they can show us. But anyways, I'm so glad Christina found this.
Yes.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more, which is really exciting to see all of the places it's going to pop up.
Absolutely. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
Which is great since we're just starting off.
Absolutely.
It's everything that you need to make a podcast in one place.
Absolutely. So if you haven't already, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You won't regret it.
And action.
Take 3.
Take 3. Listen. Hi, everyone.
Guys and gals.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Ghosties podcast.
Welcome to the Ghosties podcast. What is happening is that we are on our 3rd attempt of recording, and we keep getting legit shut down.
Yeah.
By spirit.
Almost like somebody is going over and just exiting out of
seriously
the recording app.
They're exiting and they're like, do you want to play it back? Maybe we should have played it back. Maybe there was something we should have listened to.
I saved it. Maybe there's some EVP on there.
So here's what's happening.
Yeah,
Christina got some cool equipment.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
I got an EMF reader, which we actually have turned on, sitting up here, seeing if it will go off during the podcast recording today. Yeah. And we set an intention, asking them if they were willing to come over and set off the EMF reader. And we also have some copper dowsing rods that we're stoked about.
Those are... I'm not certain about them yet. They don't work well for me, but I don't know. It could be the negative energy I'm giving off right now because I'm exhausted.
No, you don't. You're not giving off that.
Well, energy. You know, I'm definitely not my normal bubbly self.
Well,
but guess what? You guys hear that? I'm not stuffy. It's the new co-host of the Ghosties podcast, Missy 2.0.
2.0.
Minus baby in the belly.
That's right.
I can breathe.
I know. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats on the baby.
Yeah, I might cough a little, but it's not the Rona.
It's not.
It's not. I promise. It's just, things. But yeah, so we used this EVP reader and walked it around. Stop.
The EVP needle just jumped just a minute ago. If it goes off, guys, if it goes all the way into the red, it'll start to beep. So if you guys start hearing a beep, we'll let you know.
It's just sitting here, too. We're not even moving it. We're not messing with it. We have held it next to electronics to see if that sets it off. It does not set it off. We have gone near electrical outlets, lamps, everything. There's one space that it was at, and we thought maybe it was a portal because Christina could not see the spirit, which makes it even worse because now I'm like, who's playing tricks? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's whoever left that lock of hair on your cutting board this morning. You want to talk about that?
Oh my gosh.
Even though we're bouncing around off subject. Sorry, ADD.
Y'all. Okay. Maybe I should post the picture that I sent you.
Yeah,
of this,
if it's still there.
Yeah, of this lock of hair. I got up this morning and...
time out. Is it from Grease where she goes, a lock of hair from her chest? Is that what that is? Anyways.
I think it was. I'm going to braid your chest
hair. Sorry about me. A lock of hair from her chest. Okay. Anyways, you got up this morning.
Yeah, so I got up this morning, and my usual routine, I come downstairs, and I get the dogs ready. I put them in their harness so that we can go out on a walk. And when I came down this morning, I've got a cutting board on our counter, and there was a legit hunk of solid jet black hair. Like somebody had ripped a chunk of their hair out and just set it on my counter.
It was a full-on tumbleweave, y'all.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
It was I mean, nobody in our house other than Kyle has jet black hair. And
it's not that long.
no, it was like somebody jerked out like a ponytail
Yeah.
and set it on the counter.
It was a good, like, 6-inch,
Yeah.
maybe more. I mean, I only saw the picture.
Yeah, and it was like there were gray hairs like intertwined in with the black.
It still gives me chills, like, as if that was, like, voodoo and witchcraft and stuff.
I came down and I saw it, and as soon as I saw it, I took a picture and sent it to Missy, and I was like, well, in true Ghosties form,
No.
somebody's left a chunk of their hair on the counter.
See, that's a big no-no for me. Like, that's not even polite. That's, like, creepy. It's like, here, you know, I don't know.
I was
just
like,
can't.
what's the point of this? Like, why would you leave a chunk of hair? And at first I thought, well, maybe it was the dogs or something. But we just got Ruby groomed.
Her hair's not that long. Even before grooming.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like, or at least it didn't, because I did throw it away. It didn't feel like dog hair. It felt like human hair.
It looks like people hair.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it was interesting. There's always something going on a Ghosties day, for sure.
Well, anyway, so we found this, like, I walk over towards the wall with this EVP reader, and it starts going off, and of course I'm the most scared ever, and I, like, run away. But it keeps happening. Well, then it was in the same spot. Well, then it slightly moved. Mm-hmm. And then we were picking up something a little bit near the recording stuff, so I don't know. But I held it near my phone, it doesn't do it. If I hold it near this Christina's phone right now, it doesn't do it. Mm-hmm. But then something kept turning our recording off several times, so...
And then it moved. Then we took the EVP reader.
Oh, it's not even there anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. We took the EVP reader back to where it had been going off the whole time. Now it's not going off anymore.
Yeah.
So whatever was there definitely moved. And as we were talking, like, just a few minutes ago, the needle on the EVP reader jumped into the yellow.
Nope.
So I don't know. So just set an intention that if they want to set it off, come set it off during...
And we've walked it around
session.
The whole house pretty much. Mm-hmm. And it didn't go off. I mean, again, we've walked it near electrical stuff, whatever. It didn't go off. It's weird. Mm-hmm. It also accompanies all the orbs. I've got a new baby monitor system. It's really indoor cameras. Yeah. And at night now, not during the day, I haven't set the alert to not alert me whenever there's movement or sound in one of the bedrooms. Mm-hmm. So when it alerts me... and there's either A, not a child in there, or B, there's a sleeping child, I want to see what it is. And it looks like these little shooting stars almost, like orbs floating across the screen. But if it was dust from the AC, like the air's on right now, if it was dust particles or something like that, this thing would be going off all day.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're very intentional, too.
Yeah.
Like, she sent me a couple of the videos that she's gotten, and dust doesn't... It's like it'll travel upwards towards the ceiling and then make like a hard left.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So it's very like intentional looking in terms of how the lights appear and...
Yeah. And I'm not big into orbs and stuff because they can, a lot of, like Kat was saying on our last episode, a lot of times they can be explained away, you know, by dust particles and things like that. So that's why I try not to be alarmed by it. But it's not like it was happening every time the AC turned on or the heat or like whatever. It was just random times.
Yeah. And it's not even like, sometimes when it was happening, like nobody was in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So that's why it's alarming, and I'm like, why is this thing going off when no one's in there?
Well, and it's not just like one thing and then it stops. Like the videos that she sent me, it's like 3 different orbs that you're seeing. Oh, yeah,
that one had like 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, good God almighty, it was crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Anyways, as long as it's not bad stuff, I don't care.
That's right.
Yeah. So maybe this EVP reader will go off today while we're reading some Ghost Share stories.
Yes. We've got some really juicy stories today.
We do. Mm-hmm. You're going to start with the first one.
Yep. So this is from Ralph G. Ralph, thanks for sending in your story.
Thanks, Ralph.
Mm-hmm. So he says, when I was 19, when I jumped off a tour boat to save a 14-year-old Boy Scout who had fallen overboard. I failed in rescuing him, and he ended up passing away. Jeez Louise. I saw a figure 1 or 2 years later in my friend's house, a full-body apparition. I told his 6-year-old sister that I saw a ghost, and she said, oh, that was the little boy from the whale watcher boat that died.
Ugh.
He was just letting Ralphie know that he is okay.
Oh, gosh.
A few years after seeing that boy, Nicholas Johns from Staten Island.
I'm guessing that was him.
I'm assuming so. I saw him again with 6 friends. His full lifelike apparition opened the door of the boat we were sitting in. He slid the door open, mouth all distorted.
No.
Screaming, but no words came out.
I just got chills.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
I'm sorry, I have full body chills and I've pulled my sweatshirt up over my face because
She
I'm
truly
so scared.
has.
No.
It said that he slid the door open, mouth all distorted.
Oh, gosh.
And all 7 of us saw him open the door, run in, close the door, and then proceeded to harass us in the boat by going room to room, flickering lights, shadows, all kinds of crazy stuff. So when we ran off the boat, scared as hell, and all discussed what had happened, what we saw, full face, head, eyes, hat, ears, mouth, and body, literally like a real person. That's so sad.
Ugh.
He was probably earthbound, and that's why he looked all distorted and like he was screaming.
Any distorted, screaming thing that appears in front of me, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. I need an adult. I need a priest.
I know, right?
No, I'm not comfortable with that.
That's so sad.
That is sad to you and scary to me. That shows what ends of the spectrum we're on when it comes to mediumship.
I know. Just makes me sad, you know. It probably just needs to be crossed over.
And see, my mom, I'm like, who's trying to scare me? Well, Ralph, that was sad and scary and a really cool story. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm so sorry about me and my voice. I'm suddenly going hoarse.
Oh, you're fine.
Is that spirit or is that me?
I know.
Because I feel like I'm getting a little tight in the throat.
Good, babe.
Excuse me. Let me have some water.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No EPP recording, Laura.
It's because they're in my throat right now. Excuse me. All right. The next one is from my mom, Nancy.
Cool.
And I had heard, she had told this story before, which was kind of, it almost sounds like one of those old time, like, urban legend, like, babysitting stories.
Ooh.
You know? But it really happened.
Okay.
So my mom was a teenager, and she was babysitting a 3-year-old little girl. She and the toddler were the only 2 people at the house at the time. And it was nighttime. Of course it was. Mm-hmm. And so she took the kid upstairs, to get her ready for bed. She had changed her diapers and been in the upstairs bathroom a couple of times. Well, after she put the baby in bed, she went back downstairs. And then she heard the shower in the upstairs bathroom come on full force.
What?
Yeah. She had to go upstairs and cut it off. So that's the very... Oh my gosh. Am I going through puberty? What just happened? Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding?
I think so. I'm not sure what's happening. Excuse me. So remember I said I could breathe now? Well, apparently I can't really talk.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
It's from the
Don't.
EVP.
If that thing goes off, she's literally waving the EVP thing around me. If that goes off, I would have probably peed myself. So my mom ends up, after she has to go upstairs and turn the shower off, which I would be so frightened.
Yeah.
I would be so frightened, especially as a teenager, and like you're the only 2 in the house. Like, hear the shower come on, ew.
Yeah, that's gross.
And so then you have to first off, you're in charge of like somebody's life. So if that was actually somebody in the house, it's like fight or flight mode.
Yeah, definitely.
But you have to make sure you go upstairs and get the baby first. So she really did the white person in the movie thing where they go up and check the noise.
Oh no. Nope.
But I guess you kind of have to.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but...
So she calls Laverne.
Yeah.
My grandmother. Mm-hmm. All right.
Laverne.
Petty Betty. She's the pettiest of them all. I love her. She's like, what did she just turn 92? Mm-hmm. Well, at the time she was not. But, so she calls her mom, my grandmother, and to let her know what happened. And Laverne told her it was probably just dripping the whole time, and she didn't realize it.
Dripping?
Because Laverne,
she was trying to make her feel better.
Well, but the thing is, I imagine she was not very polite about it. She was probably kind of rude, because she's very no-nonsense when it comes to that stuff. Mm-hmm. I think we talked about it until now that she knows that I'm into that stuff, and now she'll be like, I heard this noise in the house last night. And she'll, like, stare at me like she wants me to come up with an explanation for her. Or her little spook. Oh, have I told you about the dolls? That, like, the wind-up doll? Okay, she's got some, like, wind-up. I think it's a lamb, maybe. That was maybe my sister's when she was younger.
Okay.
She's got it on her guest bedroom in the house.
Uh-huh.
And it went off, like, one night after, like, 20 years of never being.
Oh, no.
It's a twist, like a wind-up.
Nope.
Yeah. Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
See, I'm weird about dolls. Like, I just feel like dolls are just like these little vessels that can house anything.
You need to come to
So
Laverne's
weird.
house one day. First off, it's full of, like, antiques, which you would appreciate. But secondly,
Yeah.
because, excuse me, the dolls and the things and, like, I'm sure there's energies in there.
Let's bring the EMF reader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. She's going to be like, what are you doing? What is a podcast? She still doesn't get it. Bless her.
All
Anywho,
right.
so that was the cute little, interesting, scary teenager story.
So the next one comes from Michaela. Michaela submitted this story, and I thought that this was so cool. We actually have some audio to go with this story. Yes. So this is about a voicemail from the dead.
Ugh, see. Chills.
So she writes, tonight my dad called me and played a voicemail from a family friend that she left tonight on his answering machine around 5:30 p.m. This person died in the late 80s.
Ew.
She called and said, "Hi Tom, just calling to say hello, so long." When he tried to call the number back, it went to an old doctor's office that this person used to work at. She also posted an update later saying that he actually called the number again, and now the number is disconnected.
I wish you could just see my face right now because I'm just looking away, like, in despair and just fright because I just can't. Ugh.
I've heard of this happening before.
This is, I mean, on one end it could be comforting, but for some people that don't, like, believe in this stuff like we do, it could be
Could be unsettling.
hurtful and unsettling, absolutely. But that just gives me
Chills. I know.
Why?
I know.
Again, with the sweatshirt over my face. It's gonna protect me.
So then Michaela actually sent the audio, and that's what we're going to let you hear. This is the audio of the actual recording of this person who passed in the 80s, leaving the message on the answer machine.
Just get ready. Buckle up.
Buckle up.
Here it comes. Okay, just kidding.
4:14 p.m. This is Audrey Aylesworth calling to say hello. So long.
Can you? I got
Gives
so many
me
chills.
chills.
I can't.
Gives me chills.
I hope you could hear that.
Yeah. Should we play it one more
Yeah,
time?
let's play
just
it
to
one
be
more
sure?
time. What is her name? Like Audrey or something?
Yeah, Audrey Galesworth. I looked all over trying to find an obituary from the 80s for an Audrey Galesworth, and I was having no luck, but I'm sure primarily because I don't know what state they're in.
Not only that, but I wonder if, I don't know about obituaries. Like, were they always like?
I don't know if I don't know if they keep them like online after a certain point. Because like, say my own grandmother, when she passed in the 70s, I can't find her obituary anywhere. So I don't know when they start archiving those things.
Right. All right, we're going to play it one more time, just in case.
4:14 p.m. This is Audrey Aylesworth calling to say hello. So long.
Maybe she's why my throat was all, because I sounded like old Miss Audrey for a minute.
Audrey, you did.
Maybe she had black hair
Ooh,
with a gray streak in it.
Oh gosh. I hope Audrey didn't yank out a
Well,
clump of her hair and leave it on my
again,
counter.
that seems malicious. That's just creepy and crazy and kind of amazing at the same time. But, like, how do you even explain that away?
I know, exactly.
Or, like,
She said that they were just stumped.
I mean, really?
Especially since they've called the numbers back. And at first it patched the doctor's office that she worked at. Yeah, and then it was disconnected.
I just cannot.
I know. Michaela, that was an amazing story. And
Yeah.
especially to have the audio, it's amazing.
Yeah. I hope
Thank you so much.
Yeah, they never lose that. Oh. All right. We have one more story.
One more.
Okay. This is going to be like the shortest episode we've ever recorded.
That's all right. I think we did a good job.
Maybe people want to talk to it or like hear us, our voices more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
As I eat a pepperoni.
Yeah, I'm watching you eat that delicious turkey pepperoni, and I'm like, I can't wait to put the pizza in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
A lovely cheese pizza just for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Home Alone reference for all of you that don't know. Credit card, you got it. All right, I'm done.
You got it.
Credit card, you got it. Sorry about us. Man, we are having a day. I'm so tired. Okay, so this one, I'm not sure who this one was from. You obtained this story, so...
This was anonymous.
Anonymous, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Whomever you are.
Oh, no.
Okay. A couple of months ago, my friend's cousin, a single mother, bought a new cell phone. The best part is I haven't read the story, so...
Oh, gosh, just wait.
Stop. Buckle up. I'm nervous. After a long day of work, she came home, placed her phone on the counter, and went to watch TV. Her son came to her and asked if he could play with her new phone. She told him not to call anyone or mess with text messages, and he agreed.
Yeah.
Likely story.
Big whoop.
Big whoop. At around 11:20, she was drowsy, so she decided to tuck her son in and go to bed. She walked to his room and saw that he wasn't there. Okay, this is already turning bad.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm scared.
Just wait.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I can't. I'm nervous. Okay. Excuse me. Starting to sweat, kind of. She then ran over to her room to find him sleeping on her bed with the phone in his hand. Excuse me? Wait a minute.
Oh, just wait.
Okay. So, she wasn't in bed already.
No.
Okay. Just making sure. Relieved, she picked her phone. I'm so scared. Not relieved. I'm glad she was. Relieved, she picked her phone back up from his hand to inspect it. Browsing through it, she noticed only minor changes such as new background banner, etc. But then she opened up her saved pictures. She began deleting the pictures he had taken until only one new picture remained. I don't even want to read this. I'm so scared.
Oh, yeah.
When she first saw it... Okay, I feel like this is not the whole thing.
Oh, here. That's the last part.
Okay, so I do have it. Sorry, I thought it cut off on here. When she first saw this picture, she was in disbelief. It was her son sleeping on her bed, but the picture was taken by someone else above him, and it showed the left half of an elderly woman's face. I am done. This is too much. What in God's name? No.
Like somebody was hovering
Stop.
over him and then took a picture.
See.
And then just tucked the phone back in.
No. I can't handle that.
Interesting.
That was just...
She's about to retreat turtle style back into her.
I've got the turtleneck, who has a turtleneck? No offense. The sweatshirt's a little...
Aquarius.
Oh, gosh. Oh, golly. The sweatshirt is coming up over my mouth a little bit. I'm going to hold it under my chin so you can still hear me talk, but that just gave me chills.
I know.
These were good stories today.
I know. I think so, too.
I don't want it to end.
I know, me either. But it has to.
It's only been 20 minutes.
Well, the EVP, or not the EVP, the EMF reader didn't go off.
Here, why don't you walk it around real quick and see if it does
Ooh, yeah.
anything so they can hear it if there is anyone in here. If that thing is back over there, it's not.
No.
She's walking the EVP reader around to see if it goes off. She's going to pull it right next to me. It's going to be like beep, 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 beep. I'm going to pee myself. There's nothing. Silent.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Well, as long as it left my house and isn't lingering.
Where did it go?
I don't know. You couldn't see it, so that doesn't give me any kind of comfort. I'm going to have to stage this place when we're done.
It's very interesting. Because somebody else, another podcaster, messaged us about this. About how they have incidents while they're recording.
So they sent us a story a couple nights ago, and I actually have to respond to them. Or they sent us an email as another fellow podcaster saying how, I thought I heard something in the hallway. Pumpkin's locked outside.
Okay.
Let's see. Please hold. Well, they were saying how they have like mishaps when they go to record and stuff, and they were wondering if we had any that we could share. And I'm like, yeah, every time we go to record, some tragedy happens. My older son had like a low-grade fever this morning and a runny nose, and I was like, ugh, not today of all days. Nothing's happening.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
I saw somebody sitting on your couch.
Stop it. See, this is what happens when you hang out with a medium. She saw somebody sitting on my couch. If we haven't lost you all listening right now, please stay tuned because I'm hoping she tells me who it was.
Who do you know in family that's bald? That's passed away? Was anybody
Bald, like,
bald?
Completely?
No,
or
like an old man.
my
like the top, and then he's got hair on the sides.
What color is it?
It was kind of sandy at the top, and then got white. But I didn't catch
Kenneth, probably.
Okay, well, he's chilling on your couch right now.
Ah, that would be my grandfather that raised me, if it is him. Which he doesn't believe in all this stuff, so that would be crazy if it was. But you know what? With the new baby being here, you know, here's a little cute little story. Well, here's a couple of little stories about Christina and her knowing things. We knew all along that I was going to go into labor at some point. Now, with my first son, I did not. I was scheduled C-section with both. So I didn't go into labor the first time. This one, we both had been given information from Spirit that it was going to happen, but it wasn't going to really be dramatic, and it wasn't. They kind of told us how it was going to go down a little bit. They even told Christina that, the information she got was that something about me being in the kitchen, and my husband coming in from work with his backpack on, and it kind of being like, all right, it's time to, go.
Gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, the best part is he had gone, it was a Sunday, and he had gone into work that morning.
Mm-hmm. And was gone.
He was gone.
Yeah.
And so when he came in, it was funny because he had his backpack.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, it's not a big deal, but, we do have to go. Take your time, get your stuff ready, but we do have to go. Like, I'm not going to give birth on the highway. But it was very calm.
Yeah.
And apparently the Friday before, Christina
Yeah.
knew I was going to go into labor on Sunday, but didn't tell me because she didn't want to freak me out.
So I don't want to tell anybody, hey, P.S., I think you're going to go into labor. And then, if I was that mom, I would stress out the whole weekend, looking at my watch, okay, anytime now.
Yeah.
And then if it didn't happen, I was like, oh my God, Missy would skin me alive if I told her that. So I kept it to myself. But on that Friday, it was right before Kyle got home. I was sitting in my spirit room and I heard Missy's going to go into labor this weekend. So I said, I was just talking to my guides and I said, well, what day? And they said she won't make it through the weekend. It'll be through Sunday.
That just gave me chills because I had a doctor's appointment on Friday and they didn't check me or anything. But I just was like, I don't know, And I remember I went to pick up Jackson from daycare that day, and some of the other moms were there. I was like, that is if I make it through the weekend, and I didn't. Mm-hmm. And that Saturday night, I was sitting on my this weird feeling, like I was really crashed. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't feel anything physically, but I was like, things are shifting. Like,
well, remember, we saw each other that Friday, too, didn't we? Because we recorded. It was during that week sometime, I feel like, or maybe it was the week before, but you were over it even then.
It might have been the week before because I think I had an appointment that Friday morning. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't think I saw you that day. Not that we don't talk every day anyway.
I know.
But, yeah.
It must have been the week before.
Maybe,
then.
yeah. Yeah, because we doubled up on stories.
Yeah.
Because I was at your house, I think.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was really weird. Excuse me.
Really?
Now I can't talk. But, well, where I was going with this story about Kenneth was that you also told me that Logan, who's my new little one, that he was going to have a birthmark on his back on the back of him somewhere, and it was going to be like a little kiss from Kenneth, who's my grandfather. And I didn't notice because, having a C-section and being in the hospital and everything, it's not like I'm up turning him around, giving him a bath, doing stuff. Like, really, my husband was doing everything for him. Mm-hmm. So when we went to his first pediatrician appointment and she turned him over, I was like, is that a birthmark on the back of his neck? She was like, yeah.
Aww.
And it was right on the back of his neck. I'll have to show
Yep.
it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's really neat. Because I had told my sister and like my grandmother, my uncle or something, and they were like, but I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they don't, you know. They're like, whatever.
That's all right.
Anyway, so that's not really a ghosty story, but it's a spirit related.
I have heard that, guys. P.S. You know our EVP. I keep calling it EVP. It's an EMF.
Stop. Yeah, here I go, retreating.
The needle was just jumping a second ago.
I'm retreating into that shirt again.
Yeah, I've heard that from spirits. It's not always the case, but I've heard a couple of times now that birthmarks on babies sometimes is a kiss from a family member. They send them into the world with a kiss.
Remember, I was like, is it going to be some giant, like...
Oh, I remember you were like...
mammoth fuzzy thing on his somewhere, and you're like, no, it's going to be on his back. I'm like, all right, well, I have to show you. But show you.
All right, guys. Well, that's our show. Just for today.
Sorry, that just happened. As always, find us on Facebook.
Yep.
On Instagram at the Ghosties Podcast. We have a YouTube channel with a few things. I think we have a Zoom video we're waiting to upload.
Still waiting. Still waiting. There's
Zoom.
I got a notice from Zoom after I did that Reiki 1 class, and it says that they're like backlogged because everybody's using Zoom for like school.
Well, big whoop. Like that's necessary. Anyways, you guys want to see us more than school. So yeah, we should have another video coming soon.
That was a cool one.
Yeah. And so YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Yep.
Maybe TikTok one day. I set up an account and I've done nothing with it for us.
It's because I'm 1,000 years old.
I know. I don't know how to do it.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I need a little child to teach me.
Right? And do we have to do a dance, like a ghosty dance?
I don't want to do all that.
I just thought of the Humpty dance, but the ghosty dance. Here's your chance. Sorry, that was really, excuse us again. God knows.
Bye, guys.
Bye.